Hello, it's a little after 8 o'clock, and welcome to this weather update. I will be trying to resume daily weather updates now at this point, even though I never really stopped, I guess, because there's just too much going on with the weather, and this is something I gotta keep doing, even though the other stuff I can't. We've had a lot of heat today. Today was quite hot. In fact, I'm going to rewind this to 3 o'clock, and temperatures were well up near 80 degrees, which is well above the normal of what it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be in the low 70s or around 70. So we're roughly 10 degrees above normal. Uh, let's see if we can. Where's perceived temperature? I don't think it gives us the anomaly on here. But we were a good 10 degrees above normal today. The good thing is the humidity was low, so it made it more bearable. The dew points in the low 50s for the most part. So we'll go back to 8 o'clock, which is now. And dew points still remain low, but they might start coming up because we have some moisture moving in. But it won't get hot tomorrow. Tomorrow will actually be very cold. So it looks like there is a sea breeze right along the immediate shore along this. So a sea breeze finally has developed. But there was no sea breeze for most of the day. Let's look at the underground here and see if there is indeed a sea breeze that has developed across Long Island. So temperatures have dropped. I think they're dropping below 80 now. We're in the mid and upper 70s, which is still above normal. Very weak sea breezes. Barely anything along the beach. Barely anything. And I'm sure the heat is on in Jersey, too, as well. It's about the same. It's about the same there. So let's look and see what the skies were. Before we do that, let's take a look at the temperatures from the official observation stations across the area today on Memorial Day. Very nice Memorial Day. Just a little on the hot side, a little hot for me. Just because once the temperature gets to 80, that's when I start having trouble. So it hit 79 in Farmingdale, so it doesn't look like it quite hit 80 degrees at Farmingdale Airport today, which is kind of a surprise. I thought it would have. Let's go and look at Shirley. Let's see what they hit. Dew point is up to 56 there with the south wind at 3. So the sea breeze does bring the dew point up a little bit. It hit 81 there, so it hit 81. That's about like it. And there was some clouds that did pop up. It wasn't completely clear, depending on. I'll point it out to you when we look at the satellite imagery. Let's look at West Hampton. And let's see what West Hampton hit. And yes, I will look at Islip too. I'll actually go to the climate report for that. 81 at Gabreski Airport as well. And like I said, there were some clouds around at Gabreski Airport as well. And now if we go way out east, that's where it was cool, and that's where it stayed cool because of the sea breeze. 63 at Montauk Airport, and temperature got up to 7. Well, it still got up to 77 out there, even all the way out there. So, yeah, this is because of the flow off the land today. We can look at New York City and see what Central Park hit. The temperature, the highs are probably going to be very uniform due to the lack of a sea breeze. So 80 degrees there as well. And we'll go and look at Tom's River as well and see what they hit. And then we'll go looking at some climate reports. So 71. Wow, they have a sea breeze, oddly enough. Wow. South wind there. Oh, yeah, much warmer there. Look, it got up to 84 there. So even when there isn't a sea breeze, it's still hotter in Tom's River. 84, and a good amount of clouds that popped up. And we're going to show you that in a minute. So, let's just look at that climate report for Islip, and I'll just point that out to you. Let's get that climate report. Now, they did redesign this page and made it a little difficult. A little harder to find, but we should still be able to get the climate report for today at Islip, which is what we're looking at, the most recent one. Hopefully there is one for today, and there is. So it did hit 81 at Islip, and the normal high is 71. So I was right, about 10 degrees above what it was supposed to be. Yep. So 10 degrees above normal. There's your departure for normal. 10 degrees. That's quite above normal. Well, I'm worried this summer is going to get off to a hot start. All right, now let's go to the satellite. So just make this a little longer loop here so you can see a little more what's going on. So we had these had some pop-up clouds throughout the day, pop-up cumulus just due to the heat, but not too much, and a little bit of cirrus, but not too much. It was a good deal of sunshine, except along Jersey. There seemed to be, if you take a look here, you'll see that there's a whole deck of clouds that seem to form over Jersey, probably because it was just so hot there. So we'll look at the higher resolution here on this and see what this looks like. So this is what it looked like this morning, where there were mostly clear skies. And I think it takes an image later on, and you can see, yeah, right here you can see some clouds. Not so much over the eastern part of Long Island, but some clouds over here, over Jersey, and I think if we, yeah, a little more there. Of course, this doesn't completely, like I said, this takes a couple of snapshots, satellite images, but it's not like a loop like what we just looked at. So, you know, a good day. There's a good amount of sunshine. I can't complain about it. It's just hot. So let's go looking at the models and see how this week is going to shape up here, because it's going to be a little unsettled after today. Let's move this along as we go into tomorrow, Tuesday. You see that there's a chance of rain with that system, and then that system passes, and then we have another system. You can see that looks like a stall front in the area with an Atlantic ridge, so we're going to be stuck in this mess Thursday as well, and then we try to get out of it Friday with some drier air, trying to build in Friday and perhaps Saturday into next weekend, and I will look at next weekend's weather too. But then it looks like maybe some more precipitation again with another low. So, yeah, then maybe more nice weather by Monday. And another nice high. Oh, so it looks like maybe we're going to get into a better pattern. Maybe when we get into June, maybe. So we'll look at the jet stream first. I guess we'll start with the jet stream. So I'll show you the kind of pattern we're in here. Let me bring this back up to here. So you can see we got this ridge in the east, of course, trough in the west, where I'm sure it's nice and cool in Flagstaff right now. And you can see this was today. See that ridge? See the ridge in the east, trough in the west. And then same thing continues for tomorrow, Wednesday, with that ridge, Friday. But then we start to see maybe a bit of a change as we go into, yes, there's a trough in the east. And that may finally bring us some cooler weather. And maybe, but there's still a trough in the west. That's the problem. So there's a trough in the east and a trough in the west with a ridge in the middle. So we look at the jet stream when it comes to long-term patterns. And there's another trough there. And it looks like there was something tropical forming. We'll have to go back to this and see. I don't think there was anything. I didn't see anything tropical. Let me check. I didn't see anything. No, there's nothing tropical there. So let's go look at the temperature anomalies. Alright, so look at the temperature anomaly, then we'll take a closer look at our area. So, yeah, for today, above normal, you can see that anomaly. Out west, nice and cool. Out west, the same thing again. It'll be nice and cold out west. Flagstaff's going to probably be beautiful. Meanwhile, we're stuck in above normal still, above normal, above normal. Above normal, and then as we get into June, maybe we finally get to see some cooler than normal conditions. Maybe. Alright, let's get a closer look at our area. Alright, the temperatures for this week. Alright, the actual temperatures. Alright, today we know it's hot. Tomorrow will be cooler. So it looks like off to the west it'll be hotter, and that's because we're going to have a marine influence over us, keeping us cooler. And for Wednesday, a little warmer, but still it's not 80 degrees. But Thursday is going to be really getting hot and more humid again, with some really probably upper 80s, maybe 90 over Jersey, and hopefully a sea breeze for Long Island. For Friday, we back down to the 70s again, and then for Saturday, it cools off into the mid-70s, and for Sunday, it gets hot again, mid-80s. And of course, this is the weekend that track work is going on, which is going to cause chaos for us here in the middle of the island. 68 for the Monday, and then we see that cool down, 70, and hopefully maybe sunshine those days, which would be nice. So I guess that's where we'll go next. Look at the clouds and see when our next clear day will be. It certainly won't be tomorrow. Certainly won't be Wednesday. Thursday, nope. Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday. Well, maybe there's still some clouds around it. Maybe it's being overdone. Saturday could be clear. Maybe. There are some clouds to the north, but it could be clear. Maybe more over New Jersey. Sunday might not be too bad. And then Monday, it looks like we have a nice front come through Monday and Tuesday, and we have some nice weather those 2 days. and I'm really going beyond this. It's not going to be it's stuck where I want to go. And then we may have some more nights. So it's just a matter of getting that dry airflow that's cool that's coming from the north that we need. We're not getting that right now. So let's now go back to the dew point. Yes. All right. That's the next thing because the humidity, of course. And tomorrow, Long Island will not be too humid, but you can see there's a warm front that will be approaching. And you can see, look at all that humid air over Jersey. That heads over us on Wednesday. It looks like it heads. It looks like it makes its way north, but then the front kind of backs down a little bit, and we dry out again. And then the humidity comes back with a vengeance on Thursday. Thursday is going to probably be the worst day of the week. And then for Friday, we cool off. And Saturday, stay cool. And then maybe Sunday, we see that humidity come back. And then we have some beautiful air, hopefully, for the beginning of June. So maybe we'll start off June on a nicer note. And today was just too damn hot. I'm sorry. That's 10 degrees above normal. It's not supposed to be that hot. So let's go to the NAM and see what our chances of rain are going to be here. We'll look at a couple of those models as well. So as we go into Tuesday, we're going to have some showers breaking out across the area. Mainly in the late morning, early afternoon hours. And then I think they taper off toward the evening. But then we have a real intense line of thunderstorms here that could develop to the west over Pennsylvania, and that might affect us come tomorrow night. So I'll try to have another weather update before that hits so we can get a better idea of what's going to happen with that. And then after that, it's dry for Wednesday. It looks like the precipitation maybe to the south, but then maybe another chance overnight. So yeah, chance of precipitation. It's going to be a little unsettled for sure, and we will go and look at the total accumulated rainfall just to see how much rains. Again, it's going to be on the scattered nature, but wherever these things, wherever these storms hit, could be another inch of rain. So we'll just have to keep our eye on that with the severe weather. I think there is a threat tomorrow night that we're going to have to be aware of. I'll look at one other model, and that is the HDRPS. We can look at that and see how that models the precipitation for tomorrow. I know it doesn't go as far, I don't think, but yeah, you can see that thread. It might weaken, but we're gonna have to keep an eye on it. But there is a chance of rain in the forecast for tomorrow. It won't be completely dry, but it will be a lot cooler because again, when we look at the temperatures, it'll be a lot cooler. So, because yesterday we had, I don't think we did a weather update last night because of those showers fell apart, but there was some warnings out for those showers. So let's go ahead and look at that and look at the radar at around 6 o'clock yesterday. Hopefully it'll show up. Yeah, we had these heavy showers that developed off to the west. And there were some warnings out for these, but they really kind of weakened by the time they hit Long Island. But they were some interesting skies after they passed that were quite interesting to look at. Anyway, that will wrap up this weather update. So I want to thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoy your rest of your Memorial Day, and I'll try to get back to these daily weather updates and do with more thorough updates. It's important that the weather updates continue because the weather people on TV don't give you the full story. Take care.